Guys, I love bourbon. And when it comes to a single barrel Kentucky bourbon, it's hard to beat. And tonight we're going to talk about Heraclitus Select. Now you may say, what in the world is Heraclitus? Heraclitus was a Greek philosopher around 500 BC. He lived in Ephesus, which is actually in modern day Turkey. Now he had a number of quotes, but one that really stood out is, if I had 100 men to go into battle, 10 shouldn't even be there. 80 are just targets. 10 are actual fighters, they're warriors. And then you have the one, and the one is the champion. The one is going to bring you home. Heraclitus goes on that kind of philosophy, that really you've got to find that one. This is the Sootch edition single-barreled Kentucky bourbon. It's been put up for 8 years, actually in February 28th of 2007 at Kentucky Artisan Distillery in Crestwood, Kentucky. Heraclitus Select has chosen different influencers over the past few years to feature these different bourbons and do a commemorative. Now these are 60% corn, 36% rye, and it's 109.6 proof. They're in new American Oak Char 3 barrels, which that's really where you get your flavor. By the time they're bottled, they're down to about 91 proof. So they source out some of the best rick houses in Kentucky. And it really does have the very best single barrels to be bottled. And then they're bottled at the Whiskey Thief Distillery in Frankfort, Kentucky. But it has the Heraclitus or the Greek helmet logo on the top. Very well done. And then again, we have the Sootch logo here around the band. And these are just really excellent, high quality. In fact, I've talked to some guys that are really big whiskey drinkers, and they said it is excellent. Wish they had bought more. Now, these are going to be distributed by Longhorn Retailer in Austin, Texas. And they can be shipped to 47 states. The 3 states that are excluded are Michigan, South Dakota, and Utah. You can go to Heraclitus Selects and find out all the details. And guys, this is a single barrel, so there are around 300 bottles, limit to 2 per customer. Now we're going to try it out. And I'm a big bourbon drinker, so I've been pretty excited about getting this out. So we're going to pour us a little bit here and try it out. Guys, I wanted to do this at night when I typically drink a little bit of bourbon in the evening, and so we're going to check it out. Oh, you can smell the oak barrels. Wow, very clean. You have that oaky flavor to it. It just disappears off your tongue. I'm going to tell you guys, if you're used to drinking Jack Daniels, you need to really try a single barrel or something that's really higher end, because it'll make a world of difference. I mean, this is something that whether you drink or not, or whether you want to give it to someone or not, and that's really one of the things about this. Buy 2 bottles, give one to that one in your life. And that's really who you're going to give it to. I've already got in mind who I'm giving mine to. And when I say mine, I don't mean this bottle, maybe one of these bottles over here on the side. I think even James Yeager had one that he did. And the funny thing is James never drank. But this is something that just has a lot of meaning to it. It is kind of funny. What are we doing with Kentucky bourbon on a gun channel? You definitely don't want to go to the range with this. But after the range, this will just make the day complete. Man, that's good stuff. And guys, if you're a bourbon drinker, this is definitely something you want to check out. It is a very limited supply, and again, limit to 2 per customer. It's now available at Heraclitus Selects. And guys, I want to give a big thank you to Heraclitus Selects for selecting us as this commemorative bottle. And it's a big honor, and I really appreciate Joe for putting all this together. I think next I'm going to be pulling out one of my Sootch crystal tumblers with Heraclitus Select on it, and we'll get to that later. But right now, I'm just going to enjoy this. That's good, just straight up. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. And this is the Heraclitus Select, and this is from somebody. And around the 500 BC, yeah, BC, I think, BC. Guys, I love bourbon. You not understand that? I love bourbon. Shipped out by Longhorn retailer in Frankfort, Kentucky. No. Be strong, be of good courage. Long live the Republic. You don't even want to drink this fast. You want to savor every second.